Hello. I am coming to you from the hospital and the lighting is bad, but I don't feel like getting up and turning on the light. I'm so sorry. Yesterday was my gastric bypass, so this is day 2, or actually day 1 really after gastric bypass. The pain is real. It is superficial-ish. I mean, it's like in the fatty layers of my skin and abdomen. I feel like I need to burp and I can't. But I have also been drinking my water already. Have had no problems keeping down my water. I did get a scopolamine patch right here. They gave it to me before surgery. And I'm supposed to wear it for 3 days. I have an IV with IV fluids, an antibiotic, Ceftin, I think that's what she said. I'm sorry. And you know, being a nurse, I should really know all this stuff. I just kind of ignored it. I knew what she was doing and I just ignored it. I've also been getting, so I'm on a morphine PCA, so I can hit this little button anytime that I want some morphine. And it's only like 1 milligram, but I'm kind of medication naive, so it puts me to sleep. Like, I'm feeling it right now, and I just hit it probably about 20 minutes ago, so I'm probably gonna need to take a nap, but my mouth is still really dry. I got up, brushed my teeth this morning, and my teeth like stick to my lips. But I have been drinking. I've been getting IV fluids and drinking these since 11 p.m. last night. My surgery was at noon, or 1 o'clock, something like that. So it has not quite been 24 hours. My pain is like a 6 or a 7. When I try and breathe in, it's like if I try and breathe in, like I'm supposed to do this incentive spirometer. So let's do that. I got a splint, hold on. So I only got it up to 1250 this time, but they want you to do that so you don't get pneumonia. I am also taking my gastric. I'm not sure if it's working or not, but it can't hurt. It can only help. I feel like I have to burp sometimes. Also, I felt like I had to get air out another way, but neither one of those is really happening. The burping I can't really control, and it's just little teeny bits, so I am getting out some gas. What else do I want to tell you about? Okay, so when I came in, I went to pre-op. Nurse talked to me, made me feel really comfortable. Then the anesthesiologist came in and we signed the consent, and I told him about that I had a little chip in his tooth. It's been, I'm sorry, my lips are sticking together. I told him about this tooth that has a little chip in it that's been repaired, and I needed them to be really careful during intubation. I do not have a sore throat. A lot of people say that they get a sore throat after intubation. My throat is not sore. That's good. I remember being given, I was a little anxious beforehand. A lot anxious beforehand. And they gave me some Versed IV. And they said that they would give me another dose of Versed, 2.5 milligrams, on the way to the OR. Well, I got the one in the pre-op, and I do not remember getting a second one. I rolled into the OR. I believe that I moved myself onto a table. Can't promise that. And then, but I remember looking at stuff and it was such a mess. There was bowls and this and that all over the place. It looked like a Walmart of OR supplies. I've always thought of ORs as a stark, clean place, a stark, sterile place. And I know all that was sterile, but it looked like a mess to me. And then I don't remember coming out of there. I don't remember coming up here to my room. I don't remember the day shift nurse who says that I met him. I had an okay nighttime nurse. She didn't come in unless she was, unless I called her, which I don't try and call people. But when the IV pump was beeping because it was out of fluids, or the pulse ox was beeping because I had gotten up to pee, I didn't call them for help or anything like that. So anyhow, so she would come in and do those things. I'm very sleepy right now, so I'm probably gonna have to go zone out for a minute. I'm finding it comfortable to splint with this blanket rather than a pillow necessarily. It's firmer. They have offered me a waist cincher, and I just haven't felt like using that yet.
Michelle just want me to check and make sure you didn't need anything.
No, I'm good.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. And so we may try that later on one of my walks. What else? Water. So these waters, I have to drink 4 of these an hour to be able to go home, and I've been doing that since 11 o'clock last night, with no problems. So I should be able to do that. I got up this morning at 6 or 5 o'clock when they do my labs, and I've been up since. And I walked the halls again, and then I put on my makeup to feel a little bit more human, and it's working. So, and now the morphine is kicking in because I did overdo it with my last walk. I think I was not skipping, don't worry about that, but so I'm gonna take a little nap now, and I will check in with y'all later. This was day 1. Oh, I should tell you my stats. I don't know what I weigh today because who cares, but at my heaviest I was 272. When I went to see my primary care put me on a low-carb diet. When I went to see Dr. Miles, I was 262.5. After my 6 months wait or something with him and doing all the rigmarole with that, I weighed in day before yesterday at 250.4. So now I'm excited to see where it's gonna go from here. So that's not bad though. 20-some pounds, you know, it's not that bad. And I'll lose it so much faster, and in reality not be able to cheat the way that I would cheat with like a whole cake. So, alright, I hope y'all, if you are starting your journey or you have already finished your journey, whatever, please subscribe. Especially if you're a traveling nurse and you're overweight and you're considering the surgery, please, please, please subscribe. I will do everything in my power to write back to you and answer any questions you may have. Hopefully I'm doing a good enough job explaining them, but I would love the interaction. So, you know, travelers, we need something to do. Alright, you guys have a great day.